Hello students, I welcome you all to session 19 of Learning Management System, an initiative by the Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. In this session, I'll be handling Unit 3 of Basic of Electrical Power System for students of first semester Diploma in Electrical and Electronics Engineering. This unit deals with solar photovoltaic system and wind power plants. At the end of this session, the student should be able to know what are the advantages and disadvantages of a PV system and what is the impact of these solar PV systems on the environment. Before we start session 19, let us have a recap of session 18. In session 18, we studied the stand-alone photovoltaic system, this block diagram. A stand-alone photovoltaic system basically is an independent unit. It has got nothing to do with the grid. So whatever power is generated by the solar array, the entire thing is used up either as consumption or as storage for the batteries. And for period of no sun, that is at night, the battery will supply power to the consumer. Thus, it's a total independent system. In a grid interactive solar photovoltaic system, there's a two-way interaction between the consumer and the grid. The consumer generates electrical power using solar PV system. He uses it to supply or meet all his needs, and whatever excess is generated, he feeds it to the grid. And during the no sun time, instead of a battery in a standalone photovoltaic system, and during night time or no sun time, the power is borrowed from the grid by the consumer. Thus, continuity of supply is maintained throughout the day. So these are the two important systems, that is stand-alone photovoltaic system and grid interactive solar photovoltaic system. In session 19, we are going to study the advantages and disadvantages of the solar PV system. And we are going to study the environmental impact of solar PV system on the environment. Let us discuss the advantages of a photovoltaic system. We know that solar energy is available freely in nature. Now let us consider the solar energy as a fuel for the PV system and compare it with the fuel of a conventional method of generation. In a thermal power plant or a diesel power plant, we need to buy the fuel. Moreover, we need to transport the fuel from the source to the site. Site means the place where the power plant is located. Even after transporting the fuel, it has to be stored in a suitable manner. And from the storage site to the place where generation takes place, handling has to take place. So we have to pay for the fuel, transportation, storage and handling. In the case of solar energy, all this cost is not there. So we can say it is absolutely free. And in case the solar energy is not utilized, the solar energy would otherwise gets wasted. The solar energy is a tremendous source of energy which can be utilized for generation. Another advantage of solar PV panels is that it is absolutely clean. There are no byproducts which are harmful. Whenever we have combustion in a conventional power plant, products of combustion are formed. Say for example, in a thermal power plant, we have smoke as well as ash. Handling of this ash as well as smoke is very, very difficult. Ash is corrosive in nature and has a high temperature, and its disposal is a problem. So also smoke. Smoke contaminates the environment, so we have to bring down the temperature and remove all the particles which are harmful. So all this requires time and cost. In case of solar PV panel, it is absolutely clean as there are no emission gases which are harmful. Another advantage of a photovoltaic system is that there are absolutely no moving parts. In conventional power plants, which are studied earlier, say for a hydropower plant or a thermal power plant or a diesel power plant, we had hydro turbines, we had steam turbines, and we had engine respectively. So all this system had moving parts. And when there are moving parts, there is definitely going to be wear and tear. And over a period of time, there will be continuous maintenance required and the life will be short. So compared to this, in a photovoltaic system, since there are no moving part, the life of the system is very long. Moreover, the operating and maintenance cost of the PV panel is very, very less as compared to other renewable energy system. In a solar photovoltaic system, we can get electricity by direct conversion of sunlight. The energy of the sun as heat as well as light component. When we try to tap the heat component, we need to generate steam. And by using turbines, we can convert the power, heat energy of the sunlight into electric energy. But there are many processes where energy loss will take place. Since we are converting energy directly, there will not be losses and instantaneously electric current will be produced. Another advantage of PV panels is that since there are no moving part, it is totally silent. So even noise pollution is absent in this type of system. Since the PV panel produce electricity instantaneously, there is absolutely no starting time required. When we compare this system, the conventional system, say for example thermal power plant, it requires lot of time for the temperature and pressure of the steam to build up and to start the power plant into a working order. But in the case of a PV system, the generation of energy is totally instantaneous. There is no waiting time. The life of a power PV panel is very long. Average life of the panel is about 30 years. So once you have put in an investment, we can absolutely generate electricity free of cost for this long time. Another major advantage of a PV system is that it can be installed close to the load center. Now, what is a load center? A load center is a place where all the consumers are concentrated. So generally, in an industrial area or large cities, the load requirement is high. If we make the site of generation far away from the load center, then we have to supply it to the grid and the power has to travel over long distances. And when the power travels over long distances, there will be transmission and distribution losses. Moreover, the cost of transmission and distribution adds up. We need to have conductors, towers, insulators, and so many other accessories. So there is initial cost of investment for establishing a transmission and distribution system, and as well as there is going to be losses during transmission. So in the case of conventional power plant, like a hydropower plant, we have absolutely no choice of the site as to where to generate. In the case of a thermal power plant or a diesel power plant, generally we will try to establish the plant as close as possible as to the availability of fuel so that we can save on the cost of transportation of fuel. But in the case of a photovoltaic system, it is very convenient to install the power plant very close to the load center. So there is a saving in the cost of transmission and distribution. The PV panels can be provided on the rooftops And because they can be provided on the rooftop, there is a considerable amount of saving of land and does not interfere with the residential lifestyle, because even there is actually no water requirement for the working of a solar power plant. These are the advantages of a photovoltaic system. Let us now discuss the disadvantages of the photovoltaic system. The solar panels require large area of land. Moreover, the capital cost of this plant is very high. Since the panels or arrays have to be spread over a large area to have enough solar insolation, a large quantity of land is required. So, the land should be available at a reasonable cost, otherwise the cost of the power plant will go very high. Photovoltaic system requires storage batteries for its operation. Without the storage batteries, the entire system becomes unreliable. Solar energy is not available uniformly throughout the day. Moreover, it depends upon the geographical location. In the case of equatorial and tropical region, there is a large amount of solar energy incident which can be used. But in polar region, the amount of light availability is very, very low. So depending upon the geographical location, we need to have storage batteries for backup purposes. Another advantage is that the solar panels have a long life, but the solar photovoltaic system requires inverters to convert DC to AC. The life of these devices cannot be as long as the solar panels. So those solar panels have a long life as there are no moving parts, but the devices used or the accessories used in a PV system will have a limited life. The major disadvantage of a PV system is that the solar panels have a very low efficiency. The efficiency ranges between 14 to 25%. When we compare the PV system with other renewable energy sources, this efficiency is very low. Lot of research is being undertaken to improve this efficiency. The PV panels are always installed outdoors. Though strong mechanical enclosures are provided for protection, there can be a physical damage as the PV panels are fragile and can get damaged. And replacement of these panels, especially when they are rooftop systems, is very difficult. Manufacture and installation of solar arrays requires heavy labor. So it is totally labor intensive and it requires skilled labor to install these panels. Let us assess the impact of this photovoltaic system on the environment. It is called as EIA. So directly the PV system is considered to be a green source of energy, but it has got indirect impact on the environment. Let us consider the first impact on the land. The solar power plant require relatively large area of land to generate electricity. Then only it can be practically feasible for utilization. So when huge amount of land is used, this land could have been used for vegetation purposes. Moreover, there might be human habitation living in this area which will get displaced. So the land which is going to be used for PV system leads to land degradation and it affects the vegetation, wildlife and habitat of that particular area. When we want to establish a solar power plant, it requires clearing of large area of land. So the land becomes very plain and there will be diversion of drainage facility which is already existing. So due to the free flow of water, there can be soil erosion, and because of continuous flow of water over the land, there can be increased runoff. The increased runoff leads to the reduced water table because there is no stagnation of water at a particular place. In a photovoltaic system, there is no combustion and there are no products of combustion. There is absolutely no emission. But several hazardous materials are used during the manufacturing process. These chemicals are used to clean and purify the semiconductor. When the process of purification goes on, the workers working in the industry will have a very high risk of inhaling the silicon dust, which is very harmful to human health. Moreover, whenever the panels are getting installed, they may get damaged, or after the useful life of a PV panel, which is about 30 to 40 years, they need to be properly disposed of. That is called as decommissioning. So, if there is an improper disposal during decommissioning, there can be an effect on the environment. The solar photovoltaic system are directly not responsible for creating any global warming emission, but during the process of manufacture, transportation of material, installation, maintenance, decommissioning and dismantling of solar system, there can be an effect on the environment. I hope you have understood how the environment gets affected, and we have assessed the effect of PV system on the environment. I hope you understood the advantages and disadvantages of a solar PV system and the impact of the PV system on the environment. Now let us have a quick revision. Question number 1. Which of the following is not true for PV cells? First option, it generates global warming emission during its operation. The second option is, many harmful chemicals are used in the process of manufacture. The interconnectors use lead-based solders. D, they cause a loss of habitat. So, when you see it does cause a loss of habitat, interconnects do use lead-based solder, harmful chemicals are used in the process of manufacture, but no global warming emissions are caused during operation. Global warming emissions may be caused during the manufacturing process or during the decommissioning process. So the answer is A. It generates global warming emissions during its operation is not true for PV cells. The next question, the following is not an advantage for PV system. What are the different options? First one is low initial cost. Second one is no noise during operation. Third one, instant starting. D is closeness to the load center. Let us analyze. Does the PV system has a low initial cost? No, it is characterized by a high initial cost. There is no noise during operations. This is true for a PV system. It has instant starting, is an advantage for a PV system. And even the closeness to the load center is an advantage. So what is not an advantage is the low initial cost, because PV system involves a high initial cost for its installation. So answer is A. Let's discuss question number 3. Which of the following is not true for a PV system? It has a high setup cost. The batteries need maintenance. It has a short lifespan. And it creates a loss of habitat. We know that it does have a high setup cost. It has batteries which need constant maintenance and replacement. It has a short lifespan. This is not true because a PV system has got a lifespan of about 30 years. It creates a loss of habitat. Yes, the PV system requires large area of land, so there is displacement of human habitat. So the answer is C. It has a short lifespan. I hope you have understood this topic of solar photovoltaic system from session 15 to 19. I am sharing with you the resources, that is a textbook that we used for preparation of this content. Moreover, links have been provided for you to have a look at the videos for better understanding of the topic. These are my teammates who have helped me time and again for the development of this e-content. I am very thankful to them for their cooperation and help. Thank you very much for the patient listening. I hope this session was useful to you. We would like to improve the content. So in case you have any suggestion for our improvement, please email us at lms.dtek@gmail.com. Thank you.